Okay, guys, if you found value in anything that I've given you today, please hit the like button and subscribe below. Today, I really want to talk about is your credit score, and cash. And I was at the bank today, and I overheard somebody say, "Cash is king." Boy, that's one of those things that just makes me cringe. I have enough money in savings to cover any emergencies. Other than that, cash is not king. Cash flow is king, in my opinion, and also your credit. Really, honestly, your leveraging power is also a very, very important. I guess there's really not one king. Cash is king kind of rolls off the tongue, so a lot of people use that one. But honestly, come on, guys, it's terrible. I mean, if I had $10,000 in the bank today, I'm going to go use something. I'm going to go invest that into something and leverage it. I can get so much more return on my money leveraging it than anywhere else. I mean, look at it this way. I mean, if you had a cap rate of 6-7% on your money and you put 20% down, you're roughly getting 18% return on your money, 18-20% return on your money, something like that. So cash is important. Obviously, you got to have cash in order to put the 20% down. So cash is important, but it is not king. Let's talk about credit, because a lot of people don't understand credit. There's good debt and bad debt. Not a huge fan of Robert Kiyosaki, but if there's one thing that he's helped a lot of people understand is good debt and bad debt. I am a huge fan of Dave Ramsey, but I am not end all be all Dave Ramsey, because he's all about no debt, period, and I'm just not that way. It would take you forever to build wealth, not utilizing. That's like having a big pry bar and saying, I'm not going to use it. I can pick up this log by myself. I don't need to use that pry bar. That's silly. I mean, if it's sitting there, use it. Just use it wisely, And so it's the same thing, with credit. Don't use credit to go and buy bad debt. And what I mean by buy bad debt is if it isn't making you money, it's bad debt. Use it to make yourself money. Let's go over the importance of credit, because without a good credit score, you're just spinning your wheels. If you're in the 600, 680 credit score, let's say, and the bank loans you, $1 million, but they're only willing to loan it to you at 6%, then there's no spread there. So you're working for free. If it's a 6% cap rate, you're getting charged 6%. You're just treading water. So let's not do that. I mean, you can still make some money that way, but the best thing to do, honestly, the most powerful thing you could possibly do is get your credit score up to 750 before you go get loans, because that's when you get the best interest rates. When you're getting a loan that is 10, 20, 30 years old, the difference between a couple percent is thousands and thousands of dollars. So never, never, never do that. I would rather see people rent a house for a year and throw that money away, so to speak, and fix their credit than buy a house and have to pay 6%, 6.5% on the house. Because you're going to save thousands of dollars. You're going to save a ton of money over the life of that loan. If it's like a 30-year mortgage, the typical 30-year mortgage. Super important, guys. Make sure to do that. Make sure to focus on that. Make sure to fix your credit. Another thing that you can do, and I've done this a couple of times, is I'll pull credit cards that I don't necessarily use, just so that it shows that I'm leveraging, that my debt to income ratio is higher. It shows that, let's say I have $100,000 in credit cards that I have, and then I apply for another one that gives me another $50,000 credit limit. Now it shows that I can have up to $150,000, and I'm only borrowing $1,000 or $5,000 at a time on those credit cards. That jumps your FICO score up. The other one that I've done a couple of times that works really well is this one's actually pretty cool. It bumped my score up like 50 points in 6 months or something like that, less than 6 months. But I put a balance on a card that normally has an interest rate on it, and then I applied for another card that was you could transfer a balance to it with no interest for like a year. And so I transferred the balance over. It wasn't a big balance, like, I don't know, $5,000, $10,000, something like that. And I knew I was going to get a loan in the next 6 months. So took the balance from the card that charges me interest, transferred it to the card that charges me no interest, and then just put that on auto pay and divided it up into 3 months and paid it off in 3 months. And by doing that, it showed payments. It showed me using the new card actively. It showed me using the old card that I had. And so it bumped my points. I think I had like it went from like a 740 to like a 775 or something like that. So it definitely helped. And then anything above 750, I don't think it affects your credit. It doesn't. You're not going to get a deeper discount on your interest rates. Anything above 750. I haven't had any experience with that. If you have, let me know. I'm always looking for ways to cut down on my interest rate. Okay, so the other thing that a lot of people don't understand and what I try to explain is not only do I use credit to buy assets, but I buy assets that are on sale. I never pay retail. Okay, so one of the things that I make sure that I do is not only do I use my credit to purchase things that create money, but I buy them at a discount. It's kind of like buying stocks with dividends. So as the stock increases and you're getting a dividend at the same time, it's kind of like a double whammy. Well, I'm always looking for double whammies, okay? So I will not pay retail for a piece of real estate ever, just like I won't pay retail for a car or anything else. I will only buy real estate at discounts. And the reason why I do that is because it builds in more cushion in case of any kind of economy dips, or when it comes time to sell it, it puts more cash in my pocket. So, or a time to refinance it, there's always this built-in cushion. And I'll use easy numbers here. Let's say you buy, or it's for sale for $100,000, and you know with $10,000 you can put into the place and make it worth $150,000. So I will totally do that deal all day long. All right. So I'll put 20% down, which is $20,000. I'll get a loan for it for $80,000. I'll then put $10,000 worth of fix-ups in it. And now I've got a piece of property that I have an $80,000 note on, and it's worth $150,000. I'm almost 50% loan to value on that piece of property, and I was able to do that in less than 30 days, right? Because I close on it, and then I immediately go in there and do the fix-ups. And then usually what I'll do is I'll try to, because you're doing fix-ups, you can improve the rent or increase the rent. So now you've got something that should be worth $160,000, and you're like literally 50% loan to value. By doing something that simple and buying something on sale, that's how you pull it off. Oh, and the other thing that you can easily do is then you can go back in and do a refi and pull your $10,000 back out that you did in repairs if you wanted to. I usually try not to, just because I like to leave the 50% loan to value on there. So anyway, that's another tip. Hope that helps you guys out this week. If you found any value in this, guys, please subscribe, share with your friends, hit the like button. 6 Figures in 6 Months is an interesting book. I had a lot of fun writing it. If you're interested in that book, I'll put the link in the description below. And remember, guys, that I'll be doing another video here shortly this week with the updates on the rental house that I went out and showed you guys last week. All right, take care. We'll see you.